What have I been watching during the quarantine? Well, welcome back to Jerminology with the new logo and the slightly varied intro. What I've been thinking about, or more what I've been doing during the quarantine, is I have more time on my hands. So I've talked about some of the health and fitness things that I've been doing. So obviously I've been running more. I have a 150-mile challenge in the month of August, so I need to run 5 miles a day. I'm roughly 55 miles into that challenge, so that is at a minimum about an hour a day. But also, I have been watching more TV. So some of that has been on the treadmill, and I will talk specifically about some of the series that I am primarily consuming on the treadmill. And others have just been with this extra time now. There's no commute, so I've gained back about 2 hours a day in just commute time. And so there's this extra time. So I have been reading more, and I have been watching more. So here's a list of the things that I have been consuming during the quarantine. So number one is Doctor Who Season 12. This is the latest season with Jodie Whittaker. In addition to this, I have purchased probably about 5 to 7 episodes of the classic Doctor Who series that I've been consuming. So I would just say in general, I am consuming Doctor Who, but specifically I am consuming Season 12 and have consumed Season 12 of Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker. The next one is Swamp Thing. So this is a series that kind of came out on the DC Universe channel that they launched. I'm not a huge fan of signing up for yet another television service, but I was able to get this at a discounted price digitally on Google Play and watch the series, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So that is one of the series that I have been consuming. Along that same lines is Doom Patrol. So I likewise, I just recently got the DVDs of it, but I had seen the digital the digital versions of all of the episodes of Season 1. Season 2 is out. I haven't consumed that yet. I probably will wait for the DVD to consume that. But I did watch that. My caution is that that's not a made-for-kids series, so a little more adult language and content, so that's not one that I would recommend for all audiences. The next one is The Saint. This was the original series with Roger Moore. So seasons 1 through 3 are available on Amazon. I have primarily, I have finished that. I have primarily consumed that on the treadmill. So that would be something that I would put on my Kindle. My Kindle Fire while I'm running, and I would just kind of watch that and let it go. It's a classic series, very, very good, right along the lines of Secret Agent Man, which was with Patrick McGoohan, which is the precursor to The Prisoner. So a good series. There are more than 5 seasons, and they're actually special, or more than 3 seasons. I think there are at least 5, and there are some specials beyond. Those are not available on Amazon, so I haven't consumed those. So primarily seasons 1 through 3. Then, speaking of Secret Agent Man / The Prisoner, I did go back and rewatch The Prisoner, which is 12 or 17 episodes recently. Again, this is another one I consumed on the treadmill. I own the DVDs, but it was available on Amazon, so I watched it on Amazon, primarily on the treadmill. Again, a classic series that is somewhat controversial in how it ended, but really a lot of fun. I love the series. I'm a huge fan of Patrick McGoohan, and I own the complete Secret Agent Man as well, and just kind of loved this, even though it's not uniquely tied to Secret Agent Man. There's a lot of illusion that it could be John Drake from Secret Agent Man is number 6 in The Prisoner. Next, this is one that is ongoing or in process, is Parks and Recreation. So at one point in the past, I had consumed probably the first 5 seasons or so. I recently started watching it during the quarantine with my son, and we've started at the very beginning, and we are midway into season 5. We still have a good number of episodes left, but we just watch an episode here or there, usually 2, 3, 4 episodes at a time, once, twice a week maybe. So it's just taken us a little while to get through it, but we're consuming that, and we're big fans of that because A, it takes place in Indiana, which I am from, and B, it's just funny, and makes for some good laughs and inside jokes with my son. The next one is Constantine. So this is a series, a DC series that came out, I think it was on the CW, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago maybe. And I probably watched the first 3 or 4 episodes when it originally came out. And I liked it, but just kind of, it fell off the radar. I don't consume a lot of regular television like that. And ended up getting canceled after a season. And so I recently purchased it digitally on Amazon, and have been, or it was on Amazon or Google Play, and have consumed the whole series that way. Started at the beginning. Again, very a dark tone, not made for kids. Matt Ryan's portrayal of John Constantine is fantastic. I like the series, and really it's one of those that I wished it would have continued. I wish Swamp Thing would have continued because John Constantine has a history with Swamp Thing, and I think it would have eventually, they would have tied in together. So that would have been one. The Mandalorian is another one. So Star Wars Mandalorian, I have waited to consume this one. We have had Disney Plus probably since a couple weeks after it came out. Just have waited. I was going to try to watch it with my son. I haven't done that, but I ended up just eventually watching it. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a huge fan of the central premise, but I kind of liked the overall tone of it and just expanding the Star Wars universe. I think there's a lot of opportunity for the Star Wars universe in live action television. And so that's one I've consumed. Have also started watching Star Wars Rebels, which is an animated series. I had, again, in the past, had consumed maybe the first season or so. So I'm probably midway through the second season on that. Again, this is one I just pick up here and there. I am absolutely not done with it, but I am watching it here and there. Umbrella Academy 2, Season 2 just came out about a week and a half ago. I think it came out on the 31st of July, and so I binged that and watched that over probably about a 3 to 5 day period. Again, right on par with the first series. Enjoyable, same characters, same lovable characters. Very enjoyable series. Again, I will, if and when it comes out on DVD, I will be looking to purchase both Season 1 and Season 2 on DVD. I have the 3 volumes of the graphic novel on my shelf. Really have enjoyed it. So it's something I'll stick around and follow. And then the last one is Star Trek Next Generation. So yes, I have probably in the past consumed most of this series, but I decided just to find a series that I could watch from the beginning, and kind of, if I had missed anything along the way, that I could kind of pick up in watching the continuous series. So I am midway, probably over halfway through Season 2. Again, this is one when there's nothing else on TV that I could just throw this on. Sometimes I will read while I'm watching it as well, because I've seen most of them. But it is just another one of those series that is binge worthy. So there you go. There are a handful of series that I'm consuming. If and when I finish any of those, because it's likely that the quarantine and this whole environment is going to continue through the remainder of the year, I will be looking at the Clone Wars, the last season of Clone Wars, which has recently come out. I will see if I can figure out a way to get my hands on the latest season of Young Justice. And then should anything else come out on Amazon Prime. So I did consume The Boys season 1. Again, no spoilers, but that is warning, that is not a made for kids series. Definitely adult content, so caution there. If a second season comes out, I may try to catch that second season. I know also that Stargirl is due to wrap, if it hasn't already, and the DVDs will be coming out I think in September, and I'm got that on my radar, so I will likely be purchasing the DVDs and watching that. Also, if time continues to permit, I have the first 2 seasons of Torchwood on DVD that I probably will pull those out at some point and begin watching those again. So there you go. There's a list of some binge-worthy television. What do you think? Are you watching anything in this quarantine? What have you consumed? What do you recommend? Let me know in the comments below, and hang around for next time when I'll give you some more craziness from the quarantine world.